Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited for today's video because it is my first ever Q&A on my channel. I asked you guys on my Instagram, which I'll leave up here, so that you can follow me if you want to be a part of like future videos like this. I asked you guys for just questions about anything about my life, honestly, and you guys came through. Like, I got so many good questions, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of them in this video unless you guys want to sit here with me for like an hour, which I don't think you do. So comment down below if you want a part 2 of the Q&A, because I'll definitely do that if you want. So let's jump right into the questions. I'm gonna keep the questions anonymous because some of them are more personal, so I don't want to like expose anyone accidentally. Alright, first question. Let's start with something fun. Kiss, marry, kill. Sweet potato, oatmeal, kombucha. Whoever sent this in knows which foods I like because those are like 3 of my favorites. Honestly, marry oatmeal easily. I mean, if you didn't know that, you haven't been watching my YouTube videos. I eat oatmeal every day. It's my favorite food in the whole world. And then, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have to kiss sweet potato and kill kombucha, which I'm so sad about because I literally had a kombucha yesterday and I was telling my sister how much I love kombucha. I will now be giving a demonstration on how exactly I would kiss the sweet potato. So we have a purple sweet potato right here. This is how you do it, folks. Second question, someone asks, what's the best time of the day to exercise? PS, love you. Love you too. The best time of the day to exercise is, wait for it, whenever you enjoy to exercise. For me personally, I definitely am an afternoon exerciser. That's just because that's when I kind of feel like exercising. In the mornings, I just don't really feel like it. Also, I like to, like, when I'm doing school, which I'm obviously not doing at the moment, I'm definitely not getting up before school to exercise. I'm not a morning person, but also I like to save my exercise for the afternoon because then it like gives me a break so that I can go in between like school and doing more homework, because I really enjoy to exercise, so it's kind of like a good fun break for me. The one thing that I would say is that if you're doing strength training, a great time to exercise would be before a meal so that you can get in the carbs and protein that are going to refuel you and help your muscles to grow after a workout. So if you can find a time where you can eat a meal right after your workout, then that would be great. But honestly, just exercise when you like to. Someone asks, tips for maintaining a regular period on a vegan diet. Right, so you can definitely have a regular and super healthy period on a vegan diet. The only thing is that vegan diets are usually lower in like calories in general than standard diets that include like meat, dairy, eggs and stuff like that. But that's like no problem at all if you just make an effort to include things that will give you enough energy. So instead of maybe eating super big salads, which promote like eating less calories, whether you mean to or not, try to include things that are more energy dense, like nuts, nut butters, stuff like that. Also make sure that you're eating enough healthy fats, so don't be scared of the avocados and the stuff like that, because that will fats are essential for maintaining a regular period and also just getting enough calories in general. You definitely don't have to calorie count because I know that that can like be unhealthy for a lot of people, but just make sure to be adding in more calorically dense things into your meals rather than just having maybe like a big salad with some sweet potato. But also, I'm not a medical professional at all, so if you are having a irregular period, then it's really important that you go see someone like a registered dietitian. Talking about registered dietitians, that segue though, someone asks, what are you planning on majoring in? I'm planning on majoring in dietetics. I want to be a registered dietitian when I'm older. And someone else asks, well, actually a lot of people asked, which college are you planning on going to? I do not know yet. I have a list of 11 colleges. I'm looking mostly at places in like sunny states like California, Arizona, Texas. I was looking at Cal Poly, which I was really excited about, but then their like dietetics internship had a really low acceptance rate, so I kind of crossed that off my list. Some of the colleges on my list, for example, would be like University of California, Berkeley, University of California, Long Beach, University of Arizona. I'm looking into the honors college there, University of Texas at Austin, and just places like that. You guys are very interested in my height. I got a lot of questions about my height. I am just under 5'7". Someone says you and your sister look really tall. Thank you. If I made myself appear tall accidentally on Instagram, then I'm very happy about that, because I'm not that tall. My sister's like 5'8". She's quite significantly taller than me, and she's 2 years younger than me. It's fine. We don't have to talk about it, okay? Someone asks, anti-bloating tips. Girl, the struggle is real. I don't bloat for the whole day, and then for some reason after dinner, my stomach's like, I would definitely say what's helped me is drinking peppermint tea and ginger lemon tea. It sounds like super woo-woo-y, but it actually does help. And then I also take this pill called Bye Bye Bloat, which has also helped me a lot. And then I would just say eating fiber-rich things like oatmeal, sweet potato, but if you're on a vegan diet, you probably don't have to worry about your fiber intake at all. And then also drinking water consistently throughout the day, not like chugging water, just like at small intervals, rather spread out your water in like smaller amounts, if that makes sense. And also trying not to drink water half an hour before a meal or an hour after the meal helps me a lot. Ooh, I like this question. Someone asks, what do you think of vegan protein powder? Is it important for muscle growth? I think you definitely don't need to have protein powder in your diet to have muscle growth, but having said that, it helps a lot. It helped me a lot. If you're someone who prefers your meals to be based around things like, I don't know, avocado, sweet potato, and you just like to throw in something that has protein like tofu and beans, so like you're having lower protein meals, then I definitely say that it would help, because if you're doing strength training, then you need like enough protein for your muscles to grow. For me, I eat very high protein meals, probably like 30 grams for lunch and dinner, and like less for breakfast. So I probably don't really need the protein powder, but I take it anyway, and I have seen a difference in my muscle growth with having protein powder. I would say protein powder would be super beneficial if after you do your strength training, you don't want to have a meal, like if it's not the time of the day that you would usually have a meal, if you're not hungry for a meal, then taking protein powder afterwards would be very beneficial, because after a strength training workout, you want to try get in like 20 grams of protein within half an hour of finishing the workout. So I'd say that protein powder is not necessary, but it helps a lot. Ooh, we have another fitness question. You guys are interested in the fitness stuff, which I'm happy about because it's something that I really enjoy talking about. Someone asked, what are some good cardio exercises to do for abs? Before I get into this, I just want to say that you do not have to have abs to be attractive. You do not have to have abs at all if you don't want them, if you don't feel like having them. If you don't have them, you are absolutely stunning and beautiful and you don't need them. But to answer this question, I'm actually going to put a little bit of a spin on it. Cardio exercises are good for abs, yes, but where it's really at is strength training. Well, at least for me. Speaking out of personal experience, I used to go to the gym and just do like cardio and then ab workouts afterwards. And for me personally, I did not see very much definition in my abs at all. They weren't really there. But when I changed up my training routine to be doing strength training and like some ab exercises at the end of strength training, I definitely saw my abs coming through a lot more, and that's where they started to like take shape. Obviously, if you don't enjoy strength training, then don't do it just to get abs, but I know that strength training is what I enjoy, and it like definitely helped me, because if you think about it, while you're doing things like squats and bicep curls, your abs are actually super engaged. Like if you look in the mirror while you're doing exercises like that, you will see that your abs are popping. They're working, girl. But cardio is also good to have in conjunction with strength training for your abs. The type of cardio that I found that's helped me get my abs showing is HIIT, which stands for high intensity interval training. HIIT training is doing things like pretty intense moves like jump squats, kettlebell swings, mountain climbers, things that will really get your breathing going for 30 seconds and then having a 30-second break, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. You can Google like HIIT workouts online, they're like all over. And that has also really helped me for my abs to show. What is your go-to dinner? Ooh la la, I love to talk about food. I like food a lot. My go-to dinner is veggies like broccoli and zucchini that have just been done in like a skillet with some veggie stock. I love veggies with veggie stock. And then I really like tofu. I like to bake my tofu in like salt, liquid aminos, and nutritional yeast and turmeric, and then also some beans and some sweet potato and maybe some like avocado or pumpkin seeds. That's kind of like build my perfect dinner bowl. Ooh, this one's a good one. Advice for when your parents don't support you being vegan. I would say your parents, if they don't support you being vegan, it's because they want the best for you. They might be thinking that you won't get enough nutrients on a vegan diet or it will be too restrictive. So what I would recommend is trying to like educate them on how good vegan diets can be. You can try like sitting down and having a discussion with them. Pull up research like documentaries or videos or articles from vegan doctors about how you can get enough nutrients in on a vegan diet. You can also show them like why you would want to do it ethically. Documentaries like Cowspiracy touch on the ethical sides, and you can pull up many research papers about the different nutrients and where you can get them on a vegan diet, because except for B12, which you should be supplementing from if you're on a vegan diet, you can get all the nutrients that you need. So if you show your parents that, I think that that would help a lot. Ooh, someone asked, what are your fave workouts to do? I work out 4 times a week just to like start off with. I do an upper body, lower body split. So one day I'll do upper, then the next time I work out I'll do lower body, etc. I start my workout off 3 times a week with HIIT training. I do just like a super short, like 10-minute HIIT workout. And then from there I go into weight training, strength training. On lower body days, I like to do things like hip thrusts, squat deadlifts, heavy weight movements like that, RDLs, lunges off the bench. Weight training is what I really enjoy, so I generally go for as much weight as I can do for 8 to 12 reps, and then I like to do 3 sets of that. And then on upper body days, I also start off with HIIT 3 times a week, and then I'll do movements like bicep curls and different strength training stuff like that. I definitely can't lift as heavy on my upper body as I can on my lower body. So upper body, I generally work with lower weight, and then again 8 to 12 reps of the strength movements that I'm doing for as much weight as I can do. Someone asks, when you're in college, do you think that you will live in a dorm or apartment? I definitely want to live in a dorm on campus with a roommate, because I think that it would be a really good way to meet friends and make friends. Socializing is something that is very important to me. I really thrive my best when I have a good group of close friends. So I definitely want to live in a dorm with a roommate who can introduce me to their friends, and so I can just live on campus nearby where everyone is. Someone asked, is your entire family vegan? I don't think I've even said it in this video, but I'm vegan. Yes, my entire family is vegan. My grandmother is vegan as well. And on that note, someone asked, who was the first in your family to go vegan? It was my mom. My mom went vegan first, and then it was me after that. Ooh, I like this question. What's your favorite dessert? Okay, I recently discovered this. I do film what I eat in a day videos on here if you're new to this channel. So I will definitely be posting this recipe in a future what I eat in a day video. It's a recent discovery of mine. The recipe is up on my Instagram as well. But basically what you do is you steam a Japanese sweet potato, and then it is a 1/4 cup of mashed Japanese sweet potato, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, about a teaspoon of cacao powder, some cinnamon, and then a dash of vanilla extract, and you mash that all together, and oh my gosh, it is so good. It literally tastes like chocolate cake batter. It is my new favorite thing. Someone asked, do you ever worry about overeating in general or macros? No, that is not something that I worry about. I definitely am mindful. Like macros, if you didn't know, are your carbs, your proteins, and your fats. I never worry about them, but I definitely am mindful that my meals are balanced so that I have a healthy fat in there, a good source of carbs. And then I definitely do make sure to add a protein source like beans or tofu into my meals. So I like to keep my meals balanced, but that's just because that's what makes me feel best. And I don't worry about overeating. I have quite a fast metabolism, and I'm also pretty active. So if anything, I need to make sure that I'm eating enough. Were you raised vegan, or did you choose to become vegan? I chose to become vegan when I was 11 years old. Ooh, favorite sustainable clothing brand. Does thrifting count? I am obsessed with thrifting. I actually got this top from a thrift store called Buffalo Exchange. And then, let me get up to show you. I also got my shorts from a flea market in California very recently. So my outfit is 100% thrifted. Oop. So here is the top, and then these are the shorts. You can't really see them. Oops. But they are Levi's, and I love them. So I love thrifting because it's super good for the environment, and it's also just like so much fun to go to little thrift stores and like find clothing gems. But if we're talking like normal brands, then I'd probably say Aritzia, which is an Australian brand that I get a lot of my clothes from. But most of my clothes I thrift. My mom heard me from her window saying that Aritzia was an Australian brand, and she corrected me, but I still didn't know that she was listening, so I'm like, am I hearing voices? What?
Canadian brand.
Oh, okay. I'll put that in. Someone asks, what do your friends think about you being vegan? Oh my gosh, I actually have the best friends in the whole world. They are awesome about it. They think it's really cool, actually. Well, I'm kind of speaking for them, but they're super supportive about it. Like, for example, for Thanksgiving, we had a 100% vegan Thanksgiving. No, it's not something that I forced them to do. It's something that they actually were like, hey, let's do a 100% vegan Thanksgiving. And we took photos there, and they actually made them into the yearbook. So now at my school, there's like a portion of the yearbook that says, you know, these people had a vegan Thanksgiving, which I thought was super fun. We all like made food together, and it was very fun and very yummy as well. And also, I think that an important part of that though is owning that you're vegan. It's not something that you should be shy about or not want to tell someone about. Being vegan is awesome, and it's something that you should try to own. Then the more confident and happy you are about it, the more people will support it and think it's cool. Ooh, someone asked, what is your aesthetic? Honestly, I would like to know the answer to this question too, because I change it all the time. Most of the time I wear super simple stuff. If we're talking about clothes, I assume like tops without pattern, kind of like this one. just in different styles with like denim jeans. It's kind of girly and just like very simple, but then I honestly change it up sometimes and I'll wear something really edgy. So I'm not sure. I'm actually gonna go fetch some of my clothes so that you can see the true contrast between my more girly simple style, which I'm wearing right now, and then the edgy style that I'll swing to, just so that you guys can see how confusing and conflicting my aesthetics are. I am back with my clothes. So I'd say I swing between 3 aesthetics. First is this kind of like simple girly thing. Then I have like a more edgy thing, like these Coca-Cola shorts, which I would wear with like a black crop top and black Doc Marten boots. And then I have like a girly side as well, like a very girly side, like this skirt. So I'm a little bit confused. We are gonna end off on this question. Someone asks, how would you describe yourself using only 3 words? I'm actually gonna go fetch my mom and she's gonna help me with this. So I'm gonna go fetch my mom and we will be right back. So we have mom here. It's like pretty early in the morning while I'm filming this, so mom was in her pajamas, but she got dressed specially for the video, so give us a thumbs up if we love mom. So the question was, how would you describe yourself in 3 words? So I have mom here to help.
I would say compassionate, committed, and fun.
Oh, thank you, mom. All right, that is all the questions that we are going to do for today. I seriously had so much fun filming this video. Like, it's probably the most fun I've ever had filming a video, and that's saying something. So if you guys want a part 2, then I can definitely do that in the future. And if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want, and I will see you guys next week because I post every single week. Bye.